I've got all these flyers and stuff, but all these stories of just playing in San Diego and like the same like group of guys that we grew up with, you know, from like junior high on. So my idea was kind of like, you know, like the Wonder Years, it was like every episode was like one story of this kid's life with his buddies and the music that kind of shaped them and stuff. So it was like just this kind of punk rock Wonder Years where we were just kind of growing up as kids, you know, kind of all coming of age and through junior high and high school and then playing in this band and all the music that shaped us. So it's like a lot of kind of, it's written like a bunch of essays, like stories of just different episodes throughout, like starting like before we even knew like what punk was, just kids in Boy Scouts together, like, and all the way through like the band imploding and like, and it's kind of the friendships, you know, that got strained from the band and you know, these things. So that's kind of the premise of it. Yeah.
What triggered the whole idea of writing them? I mean, because you could easily just write a few things down or come on a podcast and talk about it, but what triggered the idea of actually writing it? Have you always thought about being a writer?
Yeah, like I went back to college when I was 29 after everything kind of blew, you know, like got settled down, and then as an English major, and just thought I would try to write, and so we're always writing lyrics and always kind of writing short stories, and then I just started writing these stories kind of separately, and then I was like, I can piece these together, and then they were all kind of, so yeah, it was always, I've always kind of been writing mostly, you know, short stories, and then it turned, in college I started writing a lot more like kind of what we call creative nonfiction, like just kind of stories from the past and things that, you know, how they kind of shaped who I am today, and things like that, so that,
that's cool.
So it just kind of came to, and I was like, oh, I'm going to start putting these, like, try to put them in order, and so I started kind of piecing it together as kind of more of a narrative the whole way across, but yeah, and there's so many pictures and flyers that I can see, like, oh, I remember this, and oh, this happened, and so, and sort of piecing all that into one longer book.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it goes back to Jason and Pat and I, like in Boy Scouts. There's an essay, actually, that I just published in a little magazine called The Water Dogs, where we're just as kids, just in Boy Scouts, like kind of getting in trouble, and then moving on to junior high, like discovering punk and like skateboarding, and just kind of moving up, you know, through starting to play in a band together. And so that's kind of the idea. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been fun. So,
is it? Because I've tried to write before, and which is the reason why I prefer just to do interviews so I can talk. Because it takes so much time to sit down. Do you find yourself, like, when you're working on a certain part, that you just sit there and you obsess on it and go through all the details and write it out? And how's your writing process?
So I used to write, like when I was younger, I would write like a lot at night. Everyone go to bed, and then I'd be up like writing. So like, you know, where the house is quiet, and so. And now, like with the chaos of like